Okay, we are going to get into this Vegas card. If that looked weird, it felt weird. So we're going to jump right into it. Just don't worry about it. Rebellis de Spain is the first fight of the night. The big boy. Shout out Cuba. This guy is an animal. He really can get a first round knockout if he's able to just not let the dude grab him. If Austin Lane, if he grabs him and lays on him for 3 rounds, yeah, he's cooked. But if Robellas can make a comeback right here and get another first round knockout, like that's what he's supposed to do. Don't get wrestle fucked. Just don't go to the ground. I know that's not your plan, but if that happens, I just turn it off. I'm just gonna turn it off. There's no way you're gonna like win if you go to the ground. So shout out you, but yeah, I'm actually gonna put money on it too. I think he will knock the dude out. Coming off 2 straight knockouts and then a no contest before that. So yeah, we are taking Robellis de Spain by knockout. First 5 seconds. Next, we got Alice Ardeline. She actually made a major comeback considering she got cut after her first fight, which was kind of weird, but maybe it was a 1-fight deal. But here she is again, making a motherfucking run. She's fighting a Mexican, so this is going to be tough for her. Either way you look at it, that's just how it's always going to be. And she's not really the greatest, even though I believe she squeezed the win out in her last fight. She did not get it. So coming in at a dog on this one, you know, you're fighting uphill again. Alice, let's get this one done. Shout out Romania. Fuck. Okay, Elise Reed and Jessica Penny. That's a cool name if that's how you say it. They're both coming off losses. Both coming off subs. So let's hope they stay on the feet for this. And it's just going to skate to decision. I think this one actually, maybe just a good, long, fucking boring matchup. I think that one's a good freaking over 1.5 or something. Shout out them right there. I do like my women fights, so maybe Miss Jessica, maybe she'll come out here and make me a fan. There's actually another female matchup coming up next. Jocelyn Edwards, shout out Panama, and this Tamira's girl. I've seen them both. Obviously less familiar with Tamira's. Oh, she's coming off 2 L's too. And then Jocelyn Edwards, obviously she just lost to Eileen Perez. And okay, and another loss before that, Nora Cornell. Actually, we just saw her last week. So, interesting one. I'm going to go ahead and take Vegas. Vegas got a pretty big dog on Jocelyn Edwards, and she's not really great, but she probably will do just enough to just like get a decision. And they'll probably give her the split decision because she's the favorite, you know. It is what it is. That's how the sport goes sometimes. Okay, Brad Katona. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of the Superman out there in Canada, but he is coming in at a massive dog here, so I probably will believe that Matsumoto is going to get this one finished. He did in his last matchup against Dan Argueta, choked him unconscious at that. And if Brad Katona gets beat up and subbed out or something of that nature, I'm not going to say I'm going to enjoy it because I do. Brad Katona is not somebody that I dislike. I just dislike the way that he conducts himself in the cage sometimes. He's just not doing the things that I need him to do that would get the victory in my eyes. So with that being said, he's the underdog. I'm not putting money on him. But John Matsumoto, he might be the truth right now. 15-0, but this might be a humbling moment for him. And that would suck early on the prelims on a fight night card, you know? 15-0, like you need to be getting humbled in the main event, like Tatsuro kind of deal. But anyway, 15-0, Matsumoto, Brad Katona. I'm going to take Jean as the favorite. Even though I'm not putting no money down on these dudes, I think this is a good matchup. Brad has the chance to shock the world and make a good name for himself again. Okay, next we got Mateus Nicolau and Asu Amabayev. Amabayev's actually really good, and he can grapple his ass off. If he doesn't squeeze the life out of Nicolau, then I'm not going to think that he's going to knock him out on the feet or anything like that, especially flyweights. Come on. That doesn't really happen too often. So, other than the boy from last week, the Uzbekistan guy, I said that weird. Yeah, he's got power for flyweights. But Asu Amabayev is going to go ahead and get a grind decision. He's the favorite for a reason, even though he's not a big enough favorite for me to think that something might be up here. If he's not like a minus 300, because he can, I don't know, maybe Nicolau's wrestling and grappling is pretty nice, up to par. But Asu's really good. I hate to say his name like that because I'm not trying to make it sound like anything, but he's a beast, and I actually really enjoy this dude. Can't wait to see him fight. Featured prelim, this is worth it. One more, shout out Asu Amabayev. Next, Daniel Pineda and Darren Elkins. Honestly, oh, the damage. Wow, okay, this guy. I don't know. Last time I've seen Daniel Pineda, he really didn't do anything, right? Yeah, he kind of got manhandled all the way to decision, I feel like, and there was points where he just like wasn't doing anything. Nathaniel Wood though, Kersakis, these are, I mean, you have 16 losses in your career. You fought a lot, my guy. But Darren Elkins, maybe coming in. Oh, it's actually a coin flip. I don't care about this one. Next. Okay, we got Jake Hadley. I don't know his opponent's name because they don't have it updated on ESPN here, but it is a new opponent, not Brady Heinstand. He is out. Jake Hadley is fighting an opponent who is coming off 2 straight L's, I believe, maybe 1 in the Contender Series, something of that sort. I read a quick thing on it. But Jake Hadley should come out here and win. Seems like they're giving him a fucking can. He was coming in at a dog against Brady. We're going to go with Jake Hadley. I think he'll be a big favorite in the matchup, and that's probably a good win for England, just to keep him on the board, keep him active, keep the fight going, you know. Next, we got Charles Johnson and Sumerdaji. I'm going to take what's his name? Scully Gang, G Unit, whatever, Charles G something, I don't know. But we're going to take him because Charles Johnson is good, and he's actually undefeated on the year. And he's coming in at a favorite for what he did to my boy Josh Van. I still have to talk about that and defend myself every day. But Charles Johnson is the truth. And there was only one other person that I probably would take over Charles Johnson at that point in their career. Like, you know, but right now, Charles Johnson is on it. So Sumerdaji, he's going to go down. I don't know if it's going to be a finish. You know, the Chinese guys, they're really hard to finish. But I think this dude's probably been finished before, huh? He's never been knocked out, so there's something. So Charles by decision probably, and over on the strikes. That's actually pretty fire right there. Next, Rob Font, Kyler Phillips. Shout out Rob Font. Kyler Phillips, the Matrix, on his way up. I think this will be a very, very interesting matchup just because I don't believe I've seen Rob Font do too much live in my time. Like, his last fight was against Figueiredo in 23. So, yeah, I definitely wasn't, like, streaming this, I don't think. But maybe I was. And Kyler Phillips is on his way up. I didn't believe in him at first, but I think the skill set is well-rounded enough for him to make some moves right now. Rob Font is going to be a test for him, though, guys. If you believe in Kyler Phillips, you got to let me know, because I might be seeing what you're seeing, but Rob Font, that's like a tested opponent. The Matrix, take Kyler Phillips. Sub or decision. Actually, let's see if Rob Font, how many times have you been subbed? Only once. Okay. So maybe Kyler Phillips, maybe he gets it done on the feet, because he hasn't really done that. Pedro Munoz is kind of hard to finish on the feet, I understand. But this one might be it. This one might be the first time he gets that. I mean, Kyler ain't been finished on the feet either. This will be interesting. They both just go to decision, though. I would put your money for this fight to go to decision. Just straight decision. I don't care who wins, but minus 450 Kyler Phillips is crazy. So that is the co-main event. Heading into the main event, Anthony Hernandez, Michel Pereira. This one is going to be good. Maybe Pereira makes it look easy, guys. He's on a fucking nasty win streak right now. Only subbed once, only finished once. And those were his only 2 losses, actually, in his career. You know, while Michel has been here for a while, and he's racked up some losses in a different weight class, right? Yeah. And then before that, you know, he lost doing some dumb shit, probably. Lost to decisions. You know, this is early in the career, so I really shouldn't even be talking about it. But Michel is on a tear right now. If Fluffy is the one to break his streak, we might have to put some respect on it. Yes, he got finished early in his career, but as of right now, maybe he's the dude on top. Shout out him, because I don't know. This is just going to be a really good matchup, and I hope Michel is as crazy as always. I know that's a crazy thing to say because he's going to be him. That is him. That's just the way that he is. I just pray that we get to see it, and if Anthony Hernandez, Fluffy, is able to negate everything that Michel throws at him and win this fight, that is a pretty hefty task, especially coming in at the favorite. You got a lot riding on this. I don't know why people don't see what's up with Michel. He's creative, he's effective, and he's amazing. I don't know. That's really all there is to it. So shout out the main event. Shout out another Vegas card. Obviously next week we are going 10 times crazier. I got my flag on the way for you guys. So Make sure you tune into everything that I'm about to drop. And yeah, just be ready for next week. And I really hope everybody has a good fucking time. Shout out Michelle and shout out, who's one other person I'll shout out on here? Charles Johnson. If you see this, brother, shout out you. I'll come get a t-shirt one day at your stand if you're outside the UFC little meet and greet thing and I ever get to go. So when I get there, you be there, be ready for a shirt for me to buy. I'll purchase it. Cold hard cash right off your back. You better go shirtless home because I want that one. Feel me? So everybody here, have a great one.